We're active in about 15 campuses, and we're growing very, very quickly. And keep in mind, this is not just a flash in the pan movement. We're going to become an institution to give them the power and the confidence to stand up and let their voice be heard. I started this organization when I was 18 years old. I decided not to go to college. I didn't get in my dream school, which was the United States Military Academy at West Point. I have this idea to galvanize and motivate the future youth of this country around a core set of ideas, not just political parties or politicians. And the ideas are really America's the greatest country in the history of the world. The Constitution is the greatest political document ever written, and free enterprise is the most assured way to lift people out of poverty and create prosperity for all. Those are the three big ideas. And I think that's something that can win. We as Christians are called to go into the public arena to correct error with truth. So I go to college campuses and there's a lot of error. We're all sinners. We all live in error. I'm far more interested in what God wants of me than what I want from God.
I have to say this without getting emotional, but I'm very proud of my husband. And I know many of you are too. You have worked so hard. And I know a lot of you have seen, obviously, his videos on TikTok and all the stuff he does on campus, but no one gets to see him from my angle except for myself and our children. And the sacrifices that he made this year, he's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erica. And that's the real truth. I'll tell you what. You are here as a grassroots response to the top-down revolution happening in this country. I want our Turning Point USA students to receive a round of applause. These are the freedom fighters of America.
The media said that Turning Point could never run a ground game. They weren't experienced. They didn't know Charlie, right?
This is the greatest generational realignment since Woodstock. This generation is the most conservative generation that we have seen in well over 50 years, and the numbers show it. What young people especially are screaming at is they say, give me a structure that I can live my life by. And especially with young men, more challenging of them, more saying, you know what, honestly, I'm not gonna talk down to you. Stop being a boy and become a man. You want to learn what that means? Come to church and I'll tell you what it means to become a man. Because we have the greatest story ever told. What can I do to save the country? You answer that question every single day because you are doing the work to save this beautiful republic. You are doing something that is bigger than you.
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. We will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. If I give you one message.
All right, I think we're having a couple of issues. See if we can remedy this. Uh, uh, all right, cool. Couple of issues. We normally do have issues when we go live, but we're here now. We're here on YouTube, Rumble, and X. We do cut it short. I think we'll keep it going on X, but we normally do Rumble only after a while, so YouTube will end in a few minutes. It's kind of just letting people let people know we're live, we're here, but we're focusing on Rumble from here on out. Rumble is getting all of our attention. The pretty much, I don't even think I streamed on YouTube on my gaming channel at all this year. Maybe earlier, but all my gaming streams are exclusive to Rumble. You guys can check that in the description below. It's been a little while since we did a gaming stream. I'll probably try to get back to that this weekend. We're going to try to have a set in stone schedule, so just stay tuned for that. I'll list that soon on my X, which is at Patriotic _cav. There's a lot to get to. We're going to get through the shooter's text message to his gay trainee lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, wherever the fuck that thing is, and something's wrong with it. Doesn't seem right. Seems staged. Some people are saying that they did write it, but they rehearsed it pre-written just in case they got caught to divert attention away from the trainee. And they did write it, but okay, sorry about that. To divert attention away from his boyfriend, gay. Some people say the feds wrote it, completely fabricated. Now, why would they fabricate it? I don't know. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense. With the rifle, they say he jumps off the roof. We've seen that. He has no rifle with him. Then they say he broke down the rifle, but then when they found it, it was reassembled again. We don't see the rifle. Where is it? Well, it's because he disassembled it. Well, yeah, but when you said he disassembled it, but then when we found it, it was reassembled again. Why would he reassemble the rifle? Like, some things are just not adding up. It's never freaking straightforward with these things. What exactly is going on? I don't know. We're also going to go over the Sam Hyde video, which is very powerful. I kind of skimmed through it, but I think we should watch it in its entirety. Especially the first part, I think is unbelievably powerful, and more people need to see it. So we'll give a live reaction to that. We're also going to go through the Steve Bannon rant, which I have not seen yet. I usually watch Steve Bannon's show, but I was very busy at work today, so I get a chance to watch it. People were saying it's a must watch. Someone DM'd me it, so we're going to watch it. What else have we got? We are also going to go over the Kash Patel hearing. Kash Patel, I think, is doing a good job. A lot of people get hung up on the grabby headlines, the Epstein, Assassination, and they just assume if he's not talking about that, he's just not doing anything. He's just sitting around. People don't talk about all the human sex traffickers he put away that he caught, the drug smugglers, all the fentanyl that they seized, a lot of prevention and crime that they've been doing some good work, but it's not as grabby. It's not, those headlines aren't as sexy. But he's been doing his job. He's not just sitting on his ass. I trust Kash will do right by everything in the end. It might take a little bit longer than we like, but I think he'll do right. I don't know too much about AG Pam Bondi. She's kind of a disaster. I think she's doing some good work here and there, but she should probably just keep to that work and not open her mouth. Every time she opens her mouth is a disaster. She apparently walked back the hate speech thing. We'll go over that in a second. And what else we're also going to go over the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, what it means, what do we do next, where do we go from here. So for YouTube, like I said, we do cut it very short on YouTube. But I think we'll at least play the Utah County DA Jeff Gray also confirmed the etched inscriptions on the bullet casing. He goes over talking about Robinson's mother, the assassin, and some other things. It's a quick clip. We'll go over that clip real quick before we cut YouTube and go to Rumble only. The description. Did I not? Oh, I did not link it. Did I? I'm a little behind today. I apologize, guys. We had some issues. YouTube. Yo, what's going on, Bong Donkey? Damn, your name looks wild. Put some font on that thing. How you been? Been a hot minute. Let me pin that. You got a weird badge to your name. I think we saw that last time. YouTube's doing some badge thing now. You have a crown #1. Does that mean you're the best? What does this mean? Top fan. You're my top fan. Well, all right. Hey, I don't know what that means exactly, but I do appreciate it. It's good to see you, bro. Long time no see. All right, so I post that. That's pinned in the message on YouTube. We're going to be heading over to Rumble exclusively soon. You're well? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Being well is good. Being good is good. All right, where's this goddamn video? All right, so maximize that. Still getting used to Rumble Studios, so pardon me 1 second. I like Rumble Studios. It's coming along. They did a lot of good stuff. I like the multi-stream. I like the all chat. So I could just type whatever and it goes to every chat out there. YouTube, Rumble. Although X is having some issues, I will say. They gotta clean that up a little bit. But anyways, we'll go through this real quick.
And immediately after the shootings, no shell casings were found on the roof, suggesting a bolt action.
Also, I don't trust anyone saying anything right now, so take
rather than auto loadings. No shell casings were found on the roof, suggesting a bolt action rather than auto loading weapon, and only a single round was fired.
You interact most with
each
the chat.
round
Hell
in the
yeah.
Rifle contained an etched inscription as follows. The fired cartridge was etched, no Tice's bulge, OWO, what's this? The second cartridge that was again not spent, the last three were not spent, were not fired. The second, hey fascist, catch, with arrow symbols. The third cartridge, oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow. The fourth cartridge, if you read this, you are gay, LMAO. The rifle, ammunition rounds, and towel were sent for forensic processing. DNA consistent with defendant was found on the trigger, other parts of the rifle, the fired cartridge casing, 2 of the 3 unfired cartridges, and the towel. Law enforcement was unable to immediately locate the shooter, so they published photos of the shooter from the UVU surveillance cameras and asked for the public's help to identify him. Meanwhile, law enforcement continued to try to identify the shooter through other means. The Washington County investigation. On the evening of September 11th, 2025, as law enforcement continued their investigation, Tyler James Robinson went to the Washington County Sheriff's Office with his parents and a family friend to turn himself in. Robinson's mother stated that the following to police. On September 11th, 2025, the day after the shooting, Robinson's mother saw the photo of the shooter in the news and thought the shooter looked like her son. Robinson's mother called her son and asked him where he was. He said he was at home sick and that he had also been at home homesick on September 10th.
Liar.
Robinson's mother expressed concern to her husband that the suspect shooter looked like Robinson. Robinson's father agreed. Robinson's mother explained that over the last year or so, Robinson had become more political and had started to lean more to the left, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented. She stated that Robinson began to date his roommate.
Just note all this right now because obviously the main narrative going around, even retarded Jimmy Kimmel tonight said, "Oh, guys, it's one of your own. It's one of your own." It's like, yeah, we because one of our own. We love Charlie Kirk and Trump so much we try shooting him in the head. Nobody actually believes that, but they're still pushing that narrative. So just take note.
The left. Becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented.
He got really gay.
She stated that Robinson began to date his roommate, a biological male who was transitioning genders.
That's really gay.
This resulted in several discussions with family members, but especially between Robinson and his father, who have very different political views. In one conversation,
I'm not gay. He said he was going to get rid of his penis, guys.
Before the shooting, Robinson mentioned that Charlie Kirk would be holding an event at UVU, which Robinson said was a stupid venue for the event. Robinson accused Kirk of spreading hate. Robinson's father reported that when his wife showed him the surveillance image of the suspected shooter in the news, he agreed that it looked like their son. He also believed that the rifle that police suspected the shooter used matched a rifle that was given to his son as a gift. As a result, Robinson's father contacted his son and asked him to send a photo of the rifle. Robinson did not respond. However, Robinson's father spoke on the phone with Robinson. Robinson implied that he planned to take his own life. Robinson's parents were able to convince him to meet at their home. As they discussed the situation, Robinson implied that he was the shooter and stated that he couldn't go to jail and just wanted to end it. When asked why he did it, Robinson explained there is too much evil and the guy, referring to Charlie Kirk, spreads too much hate. They talked about Robinson turning himself in and convinced Robinson to speak with a family friend who is a retired deputy sheriff. At Robinson's father's request, the family friend met with Robinson and his parents and
all right. Well, if we're going to believe everything that he says, I think that's probably how it went down, the initial that he confessed to his family. And that's where they're trying to get the conservative narrative from, is that his family apparently is conservative. He is not, as you can see right there. It said leaning left. I don't know too many MAGA, pro-Trump people that are dating a transitioning male and have pro-trans pride flags all over the place. That is the narrative that they're going with, and it's in shambles now. And now I think they're just in shambles. They're losing their mind. They're kind of leaning into it now, just like the Trump thing. When Trump was almost assassinated, divine intervention. People, even the left wing politicians were kind of eggshells walking along, and then after a while they kind of just said, "Well, he deserved it," no wonder that somebody took a shot at Trump, right? There's always that, like, little soft moment. There really wasn't with Charlie Kirk. Some politicians, of course, we condemn violence. We condemn it. But now they're just leaning fully into it, like Ilhan Omar, who married her brother. I don't think someone like her should be able to hold office who's not from this country. AOC, it's kind of leaning into it now that Charlie Kirk deserved it in so many words. We are going to leave our YouTube friends. We appreciate people like Bong Donkey staying along. We do head over to Rumble. It is linked in the chat. You guys can see the pinned message. Dropped it in the chat below. This is what we normally do on all of our channels. Normally I only go about 5 or 10 minutes, but we kind of push it a little bit longer today, just because of the technical difficulties. But yeah, there we go, guys. First half, heading over to Rumble now. If you guys want to join us on Rumble, we do appreciate it. If not, that's fine. You guys consider hitting that like button on YouTube. We do appreciate that. We do a lot of videos over there on YouTube. It's just we do even more on YouTube. On Rumble. We like to give Rumble a little bit extra of our time because Rumble has been good to us when we've been banned. We've had 9 hard strikes on YouTube. 9. So it's just we try to focus a little bit more on Rumble. And we're going to head over now. Appreciate you guys watching on YouTube. Thanks again. And I'll see you guys over there on Rumble.
Money can buy you almost anything. It can't buy you immortality. That you have to earn. I'm gonna look you in the eyes, and I'm gonna tell you the future. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are gonna love it. People are gonna build you up. God, are they going to? Because when you're great and new, we love you. Man, we'll build you into something that doesn't even exist. You're gonna change the fucking world. But you know what? Once they've built you as high as they possibly can, they're gonna tear you back down. It's the most predictable pattern. We build you into something that doesn't exist, and that means you have to try to be that thing. All day, every day. That's how it works. And we do it again, and again, and again. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be attacked, betrayed, exposed, and humiliated. And you'll survive that. A lot of people can climb that mountain. It's the way down that breaks them. Because that's the moment when you are truly alone. And what will you do then? Can you summon the will to fight on through all the pain and rise again? That will be the defining question of your life. And I think you already know the answer. And that's why we're all here. A shoe is just a shoe. Until somebody steps into it. Then it has meaning. The rest of us just want a chance to touch that greatness. And we need you in these shoes, not so you have meaning in your life, but so that we have meaning in ours. Everyone will be forgotten as soon as our time here is up. Except for you. You're gonna be remembered forever. Because some things are eternal.
And your story is gonna make us fight and never give up.
If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but are none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man.